Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the grandest stage in all of college football. And today, the home opener for the UCLA Bruins at the Rose Bowl. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mountaineers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the option. Now the toss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Downs. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Jamison. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Touch pass on the line. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Beal. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well give it to him again.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man in the middle. That's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense.
There he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Scrambling away. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got his man on the right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option to give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Give to the running back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 61 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Once from the tackle. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now improvising. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Number 34.
You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snag down in the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the toss. Turning it on. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense will stay out there with a mere 3 ticks remaining here in the first half. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Beal. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Catch in the middle, it's Walters. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. To the air, it's Downs. Pressure coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's got more. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Beal. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finding open areas. There he goes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. There he goes to the right. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10 threatening just outside the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Motion from the back. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. It's caught. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Downs. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Quick release on the RPO.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He wants to throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The offense changing the play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, and try to get my guy open.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Downs. Fires into the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st.
Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Walters. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Walters. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Downs. Looking for the score. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very...
Going for it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Still looking on the move. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it for a big play. No one there to stop him, except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Downs. Here's a heat. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness in this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.